It's time for Challenge Flag. For those of you who forgot, this is how it goes down. I'm going to run by some NFL Week 1 overreactions to New York Post sports columnist Steve Serby, and he's going to give us his take. Serby style, of course. If he doesn't like it, he's throwing the flag, and he's about to join us now. Here we go. Serby, it's time. A lot of overreactions going, the Twitter, the X, the social media is going crazy with all the overreactions from NFL Week 1. Thanks for joining us. Let's start with the Miami. In the words of my favorite Dr. Dre song, the Miami Dolphins offense is explosive. So, a player from the Dolphins offense will win the league MVP.
Well, it probably won't be Tyreek Hill, who has guaranteed a 2,000-yard season, because non-quarterbacks very rarely win the MVP award. So, and then Tua, of course, has to stay healthy, but he's got competition, obviously, from my pick for MVP, Lamar Jackson, and he's still got Justin Herbert, and he's still got Trevor Lawrence to worry about, and, of course, Mr. Mahomes. So, I wanted to ask you, Brandon, I'm going to test your knowledge.
Okay.
When was the last time a non-quarterback won an NFL MVP award?
I know it's Adrian Peterson.
That's correct.
2012. I think he ran for like 1,800 yards that year, I believe.
Wow, you got it. I thought for sure I'd stump you, but boy, it's tough stumping you SNY guys. I can't stump Dexter Henry either. It's unbelievable. But anyway, getting back to what we were talking about, I thought Justin Jefferson, he was my MVP pick last year, because I'm tired of all these quarterbacks winning year after year after year. Yeah. So a quarterback will probably win it this year, and the cheetah will get cheated, Tyreek Hill. So I'm going to throw not a challenge flag, because I think my wife washed it and I can't find it. I'm going to throw the challenge towel.
All right, that's good. Nice little home decor towel you have there too. I like the style, Serby. All right, let's move on to the next one. This will be the first season the Mike Tomlin-led Steelers will have a losing record.
Hold on, let me get my challenge towel again. All right. No, I believe in Mike Tomlin. Okay. Week 1, they ran up against the 49ers juggernaut, my Super Bowl championship prediction. Okay. I think Kenny Pickett will be better, certainly better than he showed against the 49ers in his second year. He doesn't have Deontay Johnson because of a hamstring for a few weeks, but he's got weapons. He's got George Pickens. He's got this Calvin Austin, and he's got Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren, and he's got an improved offensive line. And I picked the Steelers to make the playoffs, finish second in the division, and I'm going to stick with that. I'm not overreacting like everybody else is. And T.J. Watt is back. He joins Highsmith and Minka Fitzpatrick on a pretty good defense. Now, they lost Cameron Hayward, granted. But, look, I picked the Bengals to miss the playoffs, and I look like a genius after week 1. But, again, I'm not overreacting like everybody else. But I have the Steelers in the playoffs, and I believe in Coach Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, in the Steelers meeting room, it says a big sign that says the standard is the standard, and the standard is a winning record. Mike Tomlin has done
also at SNY, isn't it? The same sign, right?
I haven't seen that sign around here, but I shall go look for it, and I will post it on my Instagram if I do find it. I'm going to throw the challenge flag on that one for now, because I haven't seen one. All right, number 3, the Giants.
Get my challenge. Hold on, let me get the challenge towel back in case I need it.
Uh-oh. All right, so I want to see if you throw it on this one. The Giants will beat either the Eagles or Cowboys this season, finally.
Oh, I'm going to hold it. I will say yes. Okay. I will say yes. 40-0, that was, I'm sorry, that as bad as it was, the Giants are much better than that. Brian Dable, coach of the year last year. He hasn't suddenly become dumber. Saquon is going to get the ball and going to be a beast. He's got that $11 million chip on his shoulder. Kayvon Thibodeau will be heard from. Daniel Jones barely had a chance. Again, Evan Neal's got to be better on the right side of that line, and Mark Lewinsky alongside him. If the offensive line shows up the way they did against the Cowboys, the Giants will not beat the Eagles or the Cowboys. And look, they have not closed the gap on either one of them, but they were swept last year. Yeah. They were 0-5 against the Cowboys and Eagles. I think they'll take one game from the Cowboys or the Eagles. So, and look, I'm picking the Giants to make the playoffs, and they won't make the playoffs again if they get swept again by the Eagles and Cowboys. So, I'm holding on to my challenge towel on that one.
It could be Week 18 when the Eagles head to MetLife Stadium. They could be resting players at that time, and the Giants could need a win. We'll see. We'll check back in on January 8th. Last but not least, Aaron Rodgers will be the Jets starting quarterback opening day of 2024.
Man, I hope so. I hope so for his sake and for the organization's sake. You know, they invested so much in this guy. The Vinny Testaverde 1999 fiasco reared its ugly head again on Monday night, and only the Jets. These things happen to the Jets over and over and over again. But Aaron Rodgers surrendered $35 million for this next chapter in his Hall of Fame football life. He is invested in the Jets as much as the Jets are invested in him. I really, really, knowing him as little as I do, but I do not believe a great player like that wants to go out like that. He told me on Sunday in my Q&A with him that he wants to retire a Jet, and he would love, if possible, to play until he's 45 years old. So he'll go to work on this rehab the way Testaverde worked on his rehab. Testaverde was 35 when he ruptured his Achilles. But I just think that Rodgers is such a prideful guy, and he embraced New York the way he did, and New York embraced him back. I do not believe we have seen the last of Aaron Rodgers.
And last but not least, I got a bonus one for you. Steve Serby will have the actual challenge flag for Week 2 overreactions next week.
I'm going to throw the challenge towel. Because it'll probably get lost in the mail when you guys send me one, or my wife will wash it inadvertently. And I happen to like the challenge towel.
All right. You can put it back in your bathroom.
If I start sweating, I could use it too.
You can hang it back up in the bathroom now, and you can use it after you wash your hands.
Yeah, I like it.
Steve Serby, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you, Brandon.